On the third day I commanded the earth to make great and fruitful trees to grow, and hills and seed to sow. And I planted paradise, and enclosed it, and placed flaming messengers as armed guardians, and thus I created renewal. Then there came evening, and there came morning, the fourth day. On the fourth day I commanded that there should be great lights on the heavenly circles. On the first uppermost circle I placed the stars, and Chronos, which is Saturn, and on the second Aphrodite, which is Venus, on the third Aries, which is Mars, on the fifth Zeus, which is Jupiter, on the sixth Hermes, which is Mercury, on the lesser seventh the moon, and adorned it with the lesser stars. And on the lower I placed the sun for illumination of day, and the moon and stars for illumination of night. The sun that it should go according to each constellation. 12. And I appointed the succession of the months, and their names and lives, their thunderings and their foremarkings, how they should succeed, and their hour markings, how they should succeed. Then there came evening, and there came morning, the fifth day. On the fifth day I commanded the sea that it should bring forth fishes and feathered birds of many varieties, and all animals creeping over the earth, going forth over the earth on 4 legs, and soaring in the air, male and female, and every soul breathing the breath of life. And there came evening, and there came morning, the sixth day. On the sixth day I commanded my wisdom to create man from 7 consistencies: 1, his flesh from the earth; 2, his blood from the dew; 3, his eyes from the sun; 4, his bones from the stone; 5, his intelligence from the swiftness of messengers and from cloud; 6, his veins and his hair from the grass of the earth; 7, his soul from my breath and from the wind. And I gave him 7 natures: to the flesh, hearing; the eyes for sight; to the soul, smell; the veins for touch; the blood for taste; the bones to endure; to the intelligence, sweetness, enjoyment. I conceived a cunning saying, to say, I created man from invisible and from visible nature. Of both are his death and life an image. He knows speech like some created thing, small in greatness, and again great in smallness. And I placed him on earth, a second messenger, honorable, great, and glorious, and I appointed him as ruler to rule on earth and to have my wisdom. And there was none like him on earth of all my existing creatures. And I appointed him a name from the 4 component parts: from east, from west, from south, from north. And I appointed 4 special stars for him. And I called his name Adam, and showed him the 2 ways, the light and the darkness, and told him this is good and that is bad, that I should learn whether he has love or hatred towards me, that it might be clear which in his race love me. For I have seen his nature, but he has not seen his own nature. Therefore, through not seeing, he will sin worse. And I said, after sin, what is there but death? And I put sleep in him, and he fell asleep. I put sleep into him, and he fell asleep. And I took a rib from him and created him a wife, that death should come to him by his wife. And I took his last word and called her name Mother, that is to say, Eva, or Eve. Adam has life on earth, and I created a garden in Eden in the east, that he should observe the testament and keep the command. I made the heavens open to him, that he should see the messengers singing the song of victory and the gloomless light. And he was continuously in paradise. And the devil understood that I wanted to create another world, because Adam was Lord on earth to rule and control it. The devil is the evil spirit of the lower places. As a fugitive from the heavens, he became Satan, as his name was Satanael. Thus he became different from the messengers, but his nature did not change his intelligence as far as his understanding of righteous and sinful things. And he understood his condemnation and the sin which he had sinned before. Therefore he conceived a thought against Adam. In such from he entered and seduced Eve, but did not touch Adam. But I cursed ignorance. But what I had blessed previously, those I did not curse. I did not curse man, nor the earth, nor other creatures, but man's evil fruit and his works. Man's evil fruit and his works. I said to him, Earth you are, and into the earth from where I took you you will go, and I will not ruin you, but send you from where I took you. Then I could receive you again at my second coming. And I blessed all my creatures, visible and invisible, and Adam was in paradise for 5.5 hours. And I blessed the seventh day, which is the Sabbath, Saturday, on which he rested from all his works. And I appointed the 8th day also, that the 8th day should be the first created after my work, and that the first 7 revolve in the form of the 7,000 years, and that at the beginning of the 8,000 years there should be a time of nothing, of not counting, endless, with neither years, nor months, nor weeks, nor days, nor hours. And now, all that I have told you, all that you have understood, all that you have seen of heavenly things, all that you have seen on earth, and all that I have written in scrolls by my great wisdom, all these things I have devised and created from the uppermost foundation to the lower and to the end, and there is no counselor nor inheritor to my creations. I am self-continuous, not made with hands, and without change. My thought is my counselor, my wisdom, and my word are prepared, and my eyes observe how all things stand here and tremble with terror. If I turn away my face, then all things will be destroyed. And apply your mind, and know him who is speaking to you, and take there the scrolls which you yourself have written. And I give you Samuel and Raguel, who led you up, and the scrolls, and go down to earth, and tell your sons all that I have told you, and all that you have seen from the lower heaven up to my throne, and all the troops. For I created all forces, and there is none that resists me, or that does not subject himself to me. For all subject themselves to my monarchy, and labor for my sole rule. Give them the scrolls of the handwriting, and they will read them, and will know me as the creator of all things, and I will understand how there is no other God but me. And let them distribute the scrolls of your handwriting, children to children, generation to generation, and nations to nations. And I will give you Enoch, my intercessor. I will give you my intercessor, the chief general Michael, for the handwriting of your fathers Adam, Seth, Enos, Canaan, Mahalalel, and your father Jared. They have rejected my commandments and my yoke. Worthless seed have come up, not fearing God, and they would not bow down to me, but have begun to bow down to vain gods, and denied my unity, and have laden the whole earth with untruths, offenses, abominable lecheries, namely one with another, and all manner of other unclean wickedness, which are disgusting to relate. Therefore I will bring down a deluge on the earth, and will destroy all men, and the whole earth will crumble together into great darkness. Behold, another generation will arise from their seed, much afterward, but of them many will be very insatiate. He who raises that generation will reveal to them the scrolls of your handwriting, to your fathers, to them to whom he must point out the guardianship of the world, and to the faithful men and workers of my pleasure, who do not acknowledge my name in vain. And they will tell another generation, and those others, having read, will be glorified thereafter more than the first. Now I give you the term of 30 days to spend in your house. Okay, that's it. Have a blessed day.